Welcome to SRL 180. And how are we, lads?
I look pretty good.
Good.
We're
Yep.
good.
That's good. So today I think we're going to talk about the trades, some new trades, rumours. We're going to talk about this new draw. We're going to talk about a little bit about the Nines, and then we're going to talk about the player awards and anything else that we notice comes up while we're recording this episode. So this should be a good one.
Yep.
It sure will be.
Starting the player trades. What was the first trade, boys?
It was Casey Namana, I believe, for the North Queensland Cowboys.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Pick up.
Nana is a prop lock. So yeah.
Have we
It's
heard
looking-
have we heard if it's something to do with like a something to do with the Cowboys? Is he a friend or something, or is he just a normal
Haven't heard.
person? I haven't heard much from him personally.
Yeah. I think he's one of the new fellas.
Yeah, he's a rookie. Just didn't get drafted. Did he?
No, I think he came after the draft,
Oh,
possibly.
he did.
Who
Let me
knows?
just check. I can check this. Give me a sec.
Mm.
But yeah, he's a meat
Yeah.
eater.
Yeah, he
So,
did. He came after the draft.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He might be
but
someone they just either use on their bench or for just a backup cover. So I don't know.
yeah, he's in the number 16 at the moment, so probably.
Well, you probably do play him because they've only got 17 players up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, he probably gets it. I don't know if it's starting. Probably just you'd have to think.
Yeah, I don't think he'll start because you got
Malcolm.
ahead of him. You got Callum Aaron and
Owen did a brilliant job last
Yeah.
year as the Cowboys captain. He did a brilliant job as a fill-in. I was really tempted to start him near the end of the year. He played so well in that lock role. I was tempted to give him the starting lock and then put Robbo on the bench, but just didn't. Robbo just about beat him there.
So you're thinking maybe he could play lock?
I think Callum Owen will play prop.
Yeah.
Take Jordan Williams role.
Yeah, and then you got your other one who's the highest rated player for the North Queensland Cowboys. You got Luke Malcus.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's already a meat eater, so yeah, he'll probably start off on the bench.
Yeah, I think this will be a team that really does improve in season 2. They've obviously got one of the top rookies in Will Kay. He looks the goods. So,
Yeah,
Big fan of Will Kay. Oh, he played so good in his trial game.
Yeah, just watching some of his highlights, he was really good. So it'll be good to watch. Okay, for the Cowboys.
Yep. See if he can be the star lead the Cowboys. I like their spine so far, even though it's not that high rated. I like their spine.
yeah.
We both know Declan was really good last year as well. A bit of a late pickup, but he played really nice. 3 or 4 games?
2 or 3 games, I think, and he changed the Cowboys' momentum. He won us. When he started at hooker, we only lost by 1, and then we won a game 13 plus against the Rabbitohs in round 7.
Did we have a proper hooker?
We had Ryan Pine. He was a pretty good hooker, but Declan definitely proved he was better than him on top. And
Yeah, for sure.
Pine just left the SRL altogether, so Murphy will get that job for sure.
I think they'll improve in season 2. Cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, Declan's starting at the Nines as well, so.
Yep.
Is he? Oh.
I mean, who would start over him? Pine, but he's left the SRL altogether.
Yeah, exactly.
So do the Cowboys only have 16 players then, if Pine's left?
No, he's an inactive, so he won't be.
Oh,
The Cowboys, he's a 62 overall, but you probably don't want to set a player like an inactive. That's not a good way to set your squad.
Yeah.
It's not sending a president sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a sort of thing, yeah. Pine's actually my in real life friend. He was a bit pissed that I left the Cowboys, so
They just kind of lost interest, is that right?
yep, about that.
Oh. wonder if someone could snap him up, you know? Is there a club that needs a hooker at the moment?
No,
The
I
hooker said,
don't.
I don't know.
A hooker in the SRL, what I feel like about hookers is you can easily pick one up, and most of them will be pretty good. They'll do the job at least. There's no bad hooker in the SRL, in my opinion.
They'll be starting Murphy round 1, you reckon? Well, they would be because Pines ain't active. So,
Yeah, I'll be starting Murphy.
I don't know. Pines would be a good backup.
Pine could be playing second row though. He could play second row even though he's inactive.
Yeah, it was a 62 overall, so it wouldn't be a bad buy if the club needed a hooker. But I don't know.
Yeah, but had to be a backup.
Yeah. Can't really have an inactive, which isn't operating, being starting hooker. So,
Yeah. So
anyway, our second trade was Joseph Black to the Raiders, another big thing. And yeah, Joseph Black is, I don't know if he's actually on this Raiders list here. I know that's the Rabbitohs. Whoops.
He's a 60 overall winger prop, speed demon archetype.
yeah. I don't think that's what the Rabbitohs needed. We needed a prop. But couldn't get our hands on him.
Yeah, I know. The Raiders are looking for a prop. Actually, they're a bit short.
That was the exact position. That's the exact position I wanted. But I've been heard reports that he's going to play the wing.
Black.
Yeah, because I needed both of them, and he's going to fill the wing spot.
Okay. Interesting.
It makes sense,
pretty much play everyone because they got a lot of rookies in that team. So
rookies are really going to be really playing.
It could pay off for them. They've still got some pretty good players there. Sadler, Kowal.
But look at their ratings compared to everyone else. They're one, as we saw, as we've seen, they're one overall less than the top team. That's a huge difference. So
I think they will still struggle in season 2, unfortunately. But I think there'll be some good signs. They've got some good players.
Yeah. If you look at the average rating, they actually are the same as the Cowboys, Seagulls, and Raiders.
The Cowboys, yeah, they are, but
yeah, so
teams missed out the finals though. So
yeah,
but the Cowboys and Manly have some. Cowboys especially have something that they don't. They have some experience on that team.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
They don't have. Even though some experienced players in that team, a lot of these players aren't very experienced and don't know how to get the job done.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
All these even their marquee signings, all of them don't know how to get the job done. As I said, like you look at it, some of them have just been shipped off in their team because they're not really classed as like an absolute superstar.
Yeah.
So that's why. That's what I feel like they're gonna like in terms of there instead of the Cowboys, especially.
Yeah.
Or Seagulls. I think I'll top the Seagulls. I mean, you look at their lineup, they just don't convince me enough.
If they're going to go well with the Seagulls, they need Herb and Bell, which is their main two off season to really shine.
The Seagulls have the most 60 rated players, and that's going to really hurt them in the long run.
I think you're going to find it's going to be most of the same teams making the finals as season 1.
Yeah.
Maybe one team drops out, one comes in. But I think if there's going to be a team that could improve, it's actually this Panthers team. I actually really like a lot of their players. So
The what team?
The Panthers.
Panthers? Well, people have told me. People have actually said that they could be the spoon. I've heard that they could be the spoon, actually.
It's going to be the Seagulls.
This may be an objective view coming from a Panthers player, but I don't see how that could happen when you've got people like Thorne, you've got Lockie Martin, Nathan Fisher. I just don't see how we could get the spoon with that sort of a team.
Yeah.
Especially since we've got a lot of experienced players. We've got Kennedy, I believe, or did he? Oh wait, no,
Kennedy's
I'm looking at the wrong team. I'm looking at the wrong team. Whoops.
Yeah, they got Kennedy. You got
Yeah,
Kennedy.
Kennedy. You've got two representative, three. Wait, three representatives at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a few
don't.
representatives on that team. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see how they're gonna. I don't think we're going to make top 4, but I don't see us making bottom 2.
Nah,
Well,
I can't say it, but
I
it's
think if I had to do a bit of an early prediction, my change would be Panthers make the 4 and then the Warriors drop out, or maybe Para. I don't know. Oh, they've still got
Para.
Barnes.
You know, though, even though they've got the highest overall team, almost the highest overall team in the whole comp, just lower than the Rabbitohs. The thing that's going to hurt them massively is that they've got. Look at their halves. Like, no one's talking about this. Like, their halves is going to be not even very good. It's not. It's not going to be. Charlie Butler's experienced enough to get the job done.
He played the grand final, didn't he? Is that it? Or
yeah, that's all he's played. But I think that will definitely give him some confidence.
Yep.
And then
be a rookie alongside him because they got rid of
and as I said earlier, and I've heard from Attila Settendag, he told me that he didn't think they should have. It was a stupid decision from the captain Kobe Johnston not picking up Will Kay with that number 5 overall pick.
Yeah, they definitely should have. But also, then you would have 2 5'8" in your team, and you would be playing a lot of running ball games. Your game,
yeah,
your game wouldn't be as structured.
They've got a couple of halves here. They've got Jaden White and Huey Smith. I think they're both rookies. So risky to play them, but yeah.
White's a 61, so it's not that bad, really.
Right. Yeah, they got it. I don't know because the trade window's only open for another week or so. So I don't know if there's any. Is there any good halves still lying around in the market, or where?
I don't think so. No.
Basically the marquee signing, the marquee half was pretty much Dawn if you could get him, but Dawn probably wouldn't leave except for the Broncos.
Well, he was gonna come to the Broncos, but we got Anderson instead. So that.
Yeah, but Dawn I think was going to come if used, but Fisher also said Broncos have to give the right price for me to let him go, or he's not going anywhere.
Joey doesn't like getting rid of his players. He likes getting players. Doesn't like getting rid of them. So
that's not very loyal, in my opinion. It's not a good decision to be loyal to players.
But yeah, talking of trades, another one was probably the biggest one of the week since this week was Sam Atchison, my real life friend. He did a swap with Sam Robinson. So Atchison's at the Broncos and Robinson's gone to the Raiders, which is interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's very interesting, eh?
I think Broncos win this trade just. I mean, Atchison, he's a pretty good hooker. Like he's chopped the tries this in season 1 for a struggling Storm side, which is quite amazing. I think. So
yeah.
Very well.
The Broncos definitely win that. 100%. You get another. Oh, they've got a bunch of fullbacks, but also he's higher rated, which means that he's been around longer and he's more experienced than Robinson.
He'll play hooker. There's no doubt about that. I think he's our only hooker in our whole team, except Malachi Burton, who played. I think that's about it.
Yeah, he can.
I think it's going to be he's going to get the spot pretty easily there.
Yeah.
And looking at overalls though, hookers are very hard to get a very good overall hooker. I think there's only 263s and up in the whole comp with the hooker. There's not many. That's Aaron O'Hare and Tim James, I think.
2 very good hookers, I would have to say. Both good seasons in season 1.
James Thorne can play hooker, but
he's not a natural hooker.
Yeah, he's not a natural hooker. No.
I thought his primary position is second position. So, Panthers have Mark Lee as their hooker, don't they?
Yep, he's a 61, I think. Yeah, he's 61.
They've also got Kanan Bell, I believe he was there in season 1. Or was he a rookie?
Yeah.
think it was
So-
their season 1.
As we're
check.
talking about, Pine's actually a 62, but Pine's actually probably the third highest hooker in the whole game. So actually, it wouldn't be that bad to start early if you wanted to, and then develop a rookie or something, and then start the rookie later in the year.
But we don't have any rookie hookers. So
No, I'm saying about any team. Any team could could develop a rookie hooker, and then play and pick up Pine to play the first 3 or 4 rounds. Like if you watch NFL, a veteran QB usually for a rookie plays about 8 to 9 games, half the season, and then the rookie comes in without 8 weeks to go or whatever, and then steers the team once he's ready and learns how to play, sort of thing. If that makes sense.
yeah, mate. No, yeah, that makes 100% sense. Yeah, I agree with you there.
It's gonna be pretty good to have a good hooker though. It's good to have an elite hooker at your team.
Well, yeah, they're the main causes of tries. If you look at it, like Allison and Atchison, top 2 try scorers. I mean, try assist makers. Aaron O'Hare is up there. Sam Robinson last week, so heaps of hookers really.
You know what though? Chance Bunts I was looking at as well. He's not that high. Some of the Warriors players aren't as high as you'd think they are. Farrah's a 62. Bunts is a 62.
Barner is 63, and then Nanai, they got a 5 overall difference between Nanai and Barner.
Yeah, that's
pay upgrades. They're not. That gave him a massive advantage.
Yeah, let's not get into that sort of stuff, but having that 68 probably has helped the Warriors prepare for next season. Because if let's say Nanai was 64, that brings down their average a pretty good amount, and they come close to one of the bottom teams.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking at the overalls, if you have a look at the averages, there's really 3 standout teams that you're really going to be looking out for next season, because they're just ahead of everyone else by a decent amount, like a whole between first and last. You've got the Rabbitohs, I believe. No,
Rabbitohs are first.
Rabbitohs are first, and they're a whole nearly a full point average.
0.6 from the Eels. Then you got
the Broncos, Rabbitohs, and Eels are just going to be probably top 3. Like almost guaranteed, just having a look at their averages and overalls.
Most of the Broncos is 64, 63, 62. So
but they've just got so little rookies.
Broncos did recruit very well. We got Ford and Gronk as our 2 rookies, and then we picked up Plays, who was from the Storm system. Atchison, obviously, he's a very good player. And Sanderson, who's also proven he can be a solid fullback winger.
I think Ford will be a good pickup. Jordan Ford. He played quite well last season. Do you reckon he'll start him on the bench or?
I'm hearing starting lock.
Joey's saying lock. Joey told me he can be starting at lock because we don't have a genuine lock since Saddles left. So
don't you have Jake Tuss though? I feel like Jake Tuss should be the starter lock.
Joey wants to play him off the bench, which is actually interesting.
Really?
I don't like that decision. I don't like it. But
well, they've got. So Jackson, you're obviously going to start off at prop, like 100%.
Yes, I'll be with the props with David Hastings, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't see why you wouldn't put Tuss at lock. If you're gonna have Hastings and you at prop, I don't see why you wouldn't have him at lock.
I would have Tuss at lock too, because he's obviously a 62 compared to Ford, who's a 60, and he's got experience. So
what I would do is I would have Tuss for the first half of the season at lock, because obviously Joey sees something in Ford.
Yep.
Have Ford starting off at the bench.
Yep.
Get him that experience slowly, and then start him towards the end of the season for the final.
Yeah, I think that would be fair. And then I think second rows, we have got, I think Pete's going to definitely play because we're going to put Sanderson at fullback, so Pete will be second row.
Yeah.
And then I think it's either Bergen or Simon Hunt. We'll get that second row. Maybe Hunt. He's got that higher rating over Bergen, but Bergen's only 61. It's 63. So,
yeah.
I think we got some. I reckon our forward pack is pretty good. It's pretty balanced. Got a lot of 63s and 64s in there. So.
Yeah, you've got a really strong forward pack.
Something that Souths don't have is a strong forward pack. Well, we have a decent forward pack, but the Broncos would definitely top ours. That's what they top us in.
Yeah, that's going to be some sort of game in the last round, Broncos South. That could be potentially like a grand final preview.
Yeah,
that's going to be.
It's going to be a backline for Souths. I think Souths will use their backline effectively, and then you'll have the Broncos using their forwards very well.
It's going to be. Yeah, I think the Rabbies are going to have a very hard time just trying to get meters through their forward pack. They would have to try to get through Chaz and probably Liam Ryan, just trying to get ball movement out to the edges, trying to get some sort of a break.
But what we do know is that they are very quick. A Rabbitohs side is very quick.
Oh, yeah.
Movement. So they can get out to the edges, and that could be very dangerous for the Broncos.
Yeah.
Defense.
Like I was saying, you've got two very high speeds. In Chaz Dingo got an 84 speed, and Liam Ryan has a 90. So you guys probably are one of the quicker teams if we have a look through. Besides Eli Barnes got a 98. Holy shoot.
Kane Chapman-Kenny's got a 99. So
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the best out of him.
So you've got a more consistent though. Yours is more. You've got two top-rated players having a pretty high speed. So
on 6.
A good build matters a lot, in my opinion. If you have a good build, that's going to take you further than actually having those off-season upgrades. If you picked a good build to start off with, like good height, good weight, and good that helps you way more on the field. I'll tell you right now, that will help you 10 times more than the other one. So that's really what matters.
Broncos will play more through the middle during that Broncos South game, while South will try and burn us on the outside. So it'll be pretty even. So
yeah. We probably shouldn't be talking about that, but let's do the next thing on the agenda was the draw.
Yes, we're on that now. We've got a blockbuster last round with the Broncos South, and also we've got a tough game to open against our bogey team. I'll say the Eels. They've beaten us twice, knocked us out of the finals, obviously. So hopefully we can smash them. Yeah.
Courtesy to Joey Kelly for making these draws. He has told everyone that he wanted to get that out of the way first round. He did not want us wait any longer to try and beat the Eels.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a good first game. It's Rabbitohs v Sea Eagles. The trades heavy team against a struggling Sea Eagles side. Yeah. Very struggling Sea Eagles side some people are predicting to get spoon. But people predicting this Rabbitohs side to get first versus a side. But I do feel like the Rabbitohs won't be amazing to start off with. They will take a couple weeks to fully gel. You just can't.
The teams have got to beat, but they have to convincing them. Just do it. Just win by 6 to 10 points, something like that. So.
Yeah. But South. Yeah. Cowboys Panthers will be a good one. 2 top rookies against each other. That's a good headline.
Warriors Raiders,
Yeah. I think the Rabbitohs got a really good draw because, as you were saying before, Liam, you guys probably won't be amazing first couple of games just because you need to get that chemistry build up.
Particularly in the spine.
Yeah.
Our spine's been changed quite a bit. We know new number 1, new 13. Potentially new 5/8 as well.
Yeah.
It'll take a couple of games to get that synergy going. I think 9s will be good.
Yeah,
for that.
but the last 3 rounds are the rounds that are pretty much going to be top 4.
Yeah,
You've got the Rabbitohs Eagles, and you've got the Rabbitohs Warriors, who are either going to get 4th or 5th. I don't think they're going to be any higher, but they've got that chance with what's his face, Nanai.
Nanai.
Yeah, with that.
Bunce's build is very good as well.
Bunce is a very good build. So those last 3 games are going to be the Rabbitohs' most important of the season, and because they're their last 3 games, it's good for them because you will have that good chemistry build up by then.
Yeah, I think it favours them because they get their even games first, and then they finish off. So they've got time to really gel and get their combinations working before round 5 to 7, which is basically make or break for their season. So,
and also their finals ready. They know what they're going to be getting in the finals from those last 3 games.
Yeah.
Any other rivalries we've got across the league?
I think you got the Cowboys Broncos in Magic round. We've got a Magic round in round 3.
We've got our grand final rematch in round 2 between the Eels and the Warriors. That'll be good games. All grand final rematches are good games. So
yeah. Then you got who was?
You guys know where Magic round's being played at?
Magic round. I have no idea. Someone asked, but no one's got an actual idea. Oh guys, I forgot about a rumor. There's a rumor that Ash Crotcher could be on the outer of Manly. He is not. It's on the outer because he's been on the outer for a bit, but there's reports that Corey Bell has pushed him over too far last night, and he is on, and he is fully wanting to leave Manly. He is not gonna. He is not wanting to suit on that suit in round 1.
He wants to go to Penrith, I've heard, because that is actually who he supports as his NRL team. So he'd love to be with those Panthers boys.
But I heard that the Penrith have no interest in.
Yeah,
no interest in him.
Oh wow.
I don't think we've got an interest in him because our halves combination is set down with James Thorne and who's our other half?
Mason Yates.
Yeah, Mason Yates. So we've got 2 halves.
Then you got Josh Butterfield who can play halves if something goes wrong. And he wants to play halves, so it's just not going to work out.
Yeah, and even if he was to say, I can play some hooker as well, we've also got Mark Lee and Kayan Bell who both play hooker already and already high ratings. So
it's not much
different. If Crutcher's going to go anywhere, he should go to Para because they actually need a half, and Crutcher's got that experience. So that could be a good pickup for Parramatta.
Yeah, but he told me that he wants a top 4 contending side, and he doesn't want Parramatta. That's the only side he doesn't. That's the team. I told him that I know this, but your best side is the side that you don't want to go to. The side that he doesn't want to go to is probably his best option, because Parramatta have the halves, need a half for sure.
So the Warriors, who have they got in their halves currently? The Warriors. That'd be another
Warriors. We've got McGelly and Curran. It could be an option.
Yeah, that's another side that I don't think we're all predicting them to go as well as they did in season 1. Still think they've got a good enough team there to
make the
4. Yeah, I think they will.
Who's the halves at the Rabbits at the moment? Who are you guys going to put on?
It's right now. It's going to be Ryan and Edwards.
Ryan and Edwards. Okay. Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
Edwards is, I think, a 60. What's Edwards?
61.
Yeah.
61. So it'd be a better start, and it'd be a better start. Yeah. And
South Spine is looking very scary.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's deadly. So they're going to go well south.
Yeah. Edwards has got a good build. It's something that I was saying, they do have a good build, really pays off, because you saw that Levi Sayer is also a 61, but he was playing much worse than Isaac Edwards was in season 1. And they're the same position, really. So maybe that's maybe he has. I think he has a good build. Yeah, but as we're going for the draw, I think there's a really good draw, and I think that the Cowboys, with the way their draw is set up, who knows? They could maybe make a push for the 4. They get out all their easy matches, the 2 easy matches to start off the year, and maybe round 3 they gelled and they could beat Brisbane. If they can get an upset over Brisbane, and this is a fact, this is a fact. No one really remembers it, and no one acknowledges it. But Souths haven't beat the Cowboys in SRL history.
Really?
So Souths have never beat Cowboys in SRL history.
Wow.
Souths have lost them 13 plus both times.
Wow.
They have not.
Also, you got to look. Both of those probably were to do with Liam Ryan. Like he probably played a major role in that. In those, and his move to the Rabbitohs definitely has hurt the Cowboys' chances of making the 4.
Yeah, I think Kane will do well, but I don't know if he'll be I don't know if he'll have that. I don't know if he'll be as good as what Ryan was for the Cowboys. So.
Yeah.
I don't feel like a rookie can do that in that one season, because they're going to be still a bit behind.
Another rumour I got today was actually to change our final structure. So Dingo was saying, instead of just doing the 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3, and then 2 winners played, to actually do 3 versus 4, and then 1 versus 2. So the winner of 1 versus 2 goes straight to the grand final. And then the winner of 3 versus 4 would play the loser of 1 versus 2. And then the winner of that would go into the grand final. I don't know, just gives us an extra game.
I like that more. I like that more because it actually, because to be fair, the way we're doing it right now, if you made the finals already, you should just be resting your stars. So, for example, Souths could just be resting their stars in the last round. For example, Dingo and Ryan could be rested just for a safe option, and we could just play rookies or whatever, and we don't care if we get pummeled.
Yeah,
it just go set fresh.
That could help 1 and 2 because you could, like you were saying, you could play a rookie game where you basically give your rookies a chance to show their ability for the next season, and you've still got that second chance. You've still got that second chance of versing the 3 and 4 and going into the grand final either way.
No, I'm saying you rest all your players for round 7. That's the flaw of the other finals series. It's not. It hasn't got. It's like you win. So what? It's like you got the exact same chance thing for 3v3, 3v2, and first you got the same chance as 4th does. That's what really. Doesn't you don't get a second chance if you're first. There's nothing different. You just get called the minor premiers.
Yeah, what Dingo suggested, then it'd be actually rewarding for those first and second place teams because they've obviously played better than 3 versus 4, so they deserve that second chance. So,
100%.
I know that firsthand because as Bronco last season, obviously we won the minor premiership, but then we got beat first week against the 4th place Eels. So it would have been cool to play the Rabbitohs in a knockout final to see who makes the grand final if we had done that for last season. But it's definitely something Cornish could do this season. There's no reason why it doesn't have to wait for this season. So I might suggest that to him. Actually.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. There's no real incentive for getting higher up in the top 4 with this current final structure. Like at the moment, all you basically want to do is make a top 4 or possibly go for the minor premiership. But
it basically shows it doesn't mean anything. You just got to make it, and you're good.
Yeah,
basically. You just got to win. You just got to win in the finals, and you make it. So I'd like a little bit of competition first. Kind of like the NRL how they do it. That would be cool.
Yeah. I think we need a new. at the way we're going right now, even though there's a few inactives, if we can last the whole year without losing inactives, maybe we could have an expansion team about kicking someone out.
Yeah, maybe add a ninth person, a ninth team.
Yeah.
We have to have a ball every week. I don't know. Could we get 10, or are we just pushing it too much?
10 could be possible, but it's like we need to go a whole season without getting too many very very little inactives turning active players turning into inactives. That's the thing.
Thing is getting rid of them. He told me that yesterday. So all those inactives on that spreadsheet, they're not playing at all. So
yeah, the thing, what's pushing people to become more inactive is that, especially with the Storm last year, once you started losing, you just didn't feel like upgrading because it wasn't making a difference. Because you just lost every week, and I don't know if it had something to do with Melbourne's draw. Possibly, maybe they lost first couple games and then a lot of people just went inactive.
Well, in their first 2 games, they only lost by a couple.
They lost by one. They lost by Liam Ryan heroics in round 1. 13 points, and then round 2 they lost to the Broncos by 4.
Yep,
the Broncos, I wouldn't have been too upset about it when you're losing by only 4, because once again, you guys were the minor premiers, and to come in 4 points.
They could have easily been 2-0.
Yeah,
they just got the wrong side of both those results, and then I think they had a few hidings towards that middle part of the season, and it just all fell apart.
Yeah. They did beat Parramatta by 26 points, though.
It's one of the biggest upsets of last season. I mean, no one saw that. That was huge.
I didn't even watch that game, and I just turned it on for like 2 seconds, and I'm like 30 points to 4. Wow! And I'm just laughing my ass off, and I'm like, let's go, baby. Because I just don't like Parramatta, and I'm like, let's go. Parramatta down so much.
Do you think the Raiders are going to be a bit like that as well this season, or you're going to be a bit?
God,
they'll be active enough.
Let's have a look at the Raiders draw. They've got Warriors first. Oh, they could be, because they've got a tough first couple games.
Oh, true, yeah.
So if their morale gets too low, then a lot of people once again are going to go inactive, and I feel sorry because it's going to be a bunch of rookies, that are going to go inactive because they haven't really.
Warriors, Broncos.
Warriors.
That's not a good draw to start off with, is it?
Yeah. No, it's not. For rookies, once you start losing, especially if you don't win your first 3 games, you don't know like if it's going to get any better because you've just started off the year. So
they literally start with the 4 top 10 from last year, so they get injured, they go on.
You know what though? You know what pissed me off sometimes last year? I think it was against the Broncos last year, round 6. No one gave us a chance to win, and we almost won. And I think it was my fault we lost that game. But and as I say, I'm not a perfect player. It was stupid mechanics of the stupid game. The Broncos went for a 40-20 sort of thing, and then they went, and I caught it back at fullback, caught the ball like it was going out into touch. I saved it, but my player didn't stop. He just ran straight into touch.
That's tough. That's tough.
That's just not. It's the mechanics. You can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
We're up 6 points. We had that game in the bag, but some people were like, Cowboys aren't winning for sure, and they were shell shocked when we won, when we almost winning.
Very well, the Cowboys. I think it was a Levi Raymond field goal that did the job.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was, but the Cowboys. If you look at our draw, we had never been actually smacked. We'd never been smacked, I don't think. And the Cowboys, what I liked about them was we had the courage. We always had courage in us to keep going, and we always had urge to upgrade. We didn't care what the results were. We kept on going each week. We didn't have too many players falling off in the inactive side column, which was a great thing.
Team cultures, Cowboys.
Yeah.
They were definitely. I mean, they obviously had you there, so everything was pretty well organised. But yeah, I don't think they were the worst. They weren't the worst team that missed out last year. Probably have to say that's the Storm, unfortunately. But
yeah, that's the thing. It's one thing to have a really strong overall team, but it's another to have that culture where people want to upgrade every week, want to participate. That's what was missing from the Melbourne Storm, because you could see as they just kind of dropped off, and it was because of their inactivity, and it just really hurt them towards the end of the season.
Yeah, it definitely did.
Yeah.
It was a massive part in them not making the finals.
Yeah.
Do we think that people have said that the team it's automatically going to be removed if you come last, and I'm not even sure that's going to happen. So some people are saying they could remove the Cowboys after this year, and then they could add the Titans.
They're predicting that the Cowboys are going to come last, and we don't even know if College is going to do that. As we said, there could be expansion on the table.
It could be It could be an expansion. No one gets kicked out. All teams stay in plus another one. It could get too big.
I would base the decision on how inactive the bottom team gets. Because if you've got an inactive team, like again the Melbourne Storm last year, then you're going to want to try to restart, try to get active plays in there without causing all of these trades and all of these different things that would happen if you just added another team in whilst keeping a really inactive team there. That's why I think the Storm were gone last year.
Yeah, they were kicked out. I think I heard that Comiso, he told me on a direct message, he said, I asked him basically, if the Cowboys had have came last, would they, or Manly, for example, because we weren't that far off from coming last. If we came last, would we have been kicked out? And he said, no way you would have been kicked out. I was kicking out the Storm no matter what. They had like 5 active players, so I can't keep them in the comp with that many players.
Maybe it's just a one-off thing because he wants teams to be as active as possible. So
yeah,
I think I'd like to see possibly a 9th, maybe a 10th to get the numbers for season 3, but I don't know.
Yeah, if you can get 10, that would be really good because then you could do a weird final scenario where top team gets a week off automatically. Then
5-team finals,
yeah, 5-team final. Top team gets a week off, and then you have
say sort of like NFL. I'm sorry, I keep on bringing NFL format, but like they have a week off, and then they do like the bottom rated team that's still left plays the first team, and then the 2 other teams that still left play each other.
Yeah.
Hang on, would we have to? It would be weird. I think the highest rated on the ladder would then get that lost would get to stay in, and then the winner of the other game would get to stay in as well.
Yeah.
So it would play that team, if that makes sense. It's a very confusing format.
Yeah, it would be, but it would be more reward. It would be more rewarding for getting higher up in that in the ladder.
Well, you could do a 16 finals or some crap, but who knows?
Yeah, plenty of different things you could do, I reckon.
Yeah.
Anyways, what else are we going to talk about?
Could play
the Nines team. Oh,
and 9s. Yeah, we'll do 9s versus 9s.
So the 9s. I don't know. You guys talk about some teams last week, or?
Okay, yeah. I'll just get over to where we were. I believe we talked about the Panthers, the Rabbitohs, and the Broncos, I believe, were the three teams.
Well, Broncos have had a change, obviously, with Robinson leaving the club, so that's pretty simple change. Atchison just comes in for him. And Robinson did have that playmaker 2 on him, but that's now been given to Justin players. It's the only change for us.
I don't know if I should say this, but Giles just told me on it seems like the captains have just been told this. He's told me on a Rabbitohs VC chat, a couple of Rabbitohs VCs, and he's told us that in case of injury, it doesn't make sense to me. Tell me if you can understand this. In case of injury, if teams are unable to replace that player the following week, an SRL super sub will take their place, and the injured player will not play at all. So that means that the injured player sits out. Wow. Yeah. So now you don't start the bench. That's why I'm saying you rest your whole team in round 7 because you don't want to have an injury for the finals and miss a key spine player.
It's not like NRL where it's rest. It's just purely based on injuries. So
you don't want your stars to miss out on finals.
We don't have suspensions yet in the SRL, do we?
No, but I have heard as well from SRL commissioner, whatever you're gonna say it. But he said I told him it was basically saying about Ash that I was basically asking him that can we throw Ash a lifeline and saw about Corey being a bit of because Ash was warned for not being and Corey wasn't. That I kind of think that was a little unfair. And then he said, I have warned people about chatting in the wrong channels, clogging them up with pointless childish chat. I will be issuing out further warnings / suspensions, etc.
I was more thinking like in-game suspensions for foul play and all that.
I think
rugby league guys will have that.
You can easily do that. You just can't make them pick them. It's simple as that. You just won't let you pick them for as long as they're out for.
Yeah, that might be a bit hard then. So you have to, not really because
it's not hard. It just tells you that you can't pick them. It's your fault. It's you basically the player's fault. If they want to do it, if they do something stupid, then it's their fault. The team has to pay. It's the whole team.
Yeah, definitely. But looking at these 9 squads, so which ones didn't you guys have talked about last week?
We did not talk about the Eels.
Yeah.
The Manly team we got a sneak peek, but it wasn't the official one. Didn't have a look at the Cowboys, the Warriors, or the Raiders. No.
Okay. All right. So which one do you want to talk about first?
Let's go in chronological order. Let's go Eels first.
All right. Yeah. So it's a pretty good team. They got from 1 to 9. They've got Eli Barnes is 1, Isaac Simmons,
obvious choice.
Dan Mitchell 3, Jaden White in the number 4. He's their playmaker 1 and goalkeeper. 5 is Cam Monster. He's playmaker 2. 6 William Jones. The captain number 7 Thomas Wallace. Number 8 is Attila Sittendag, and 9 is Tim James.
Well, I think they've messed that up there.
Yeah.
They messed that up because you know what? I think number 7's a hooker. And they put 9 where I think 9 should be the lock and 7 is the hooker.
7's supposed to be the hooker.
So
9 is the lock. It's different positions. 7's a hooker and 9's. So they messed that up there.
It's a well balanced team. Obviously they've got Eli Barnes the top overall for them. So, they've got it's a good team. I think they'll go well.
Yeah, they'll be one of the top teams, 100%. Looking at it, you've got Eli Barnes, as you said, Isaac Simons, who's a 64. Who else do you have?
Thomas Wallace, captain, Attila Sittendag, Tim James. They got a good balance of experience and rookies. I think. One of the teams that benefits.
Yeah.
I think the 9s you're going to find is a thing where it could be anyone. Like it's going to be surprise. It's going to be
and it's definitely going to be good exposure for all the rookies who are might not get game time during the season.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. It's going to be like you don't want to play your you want to play your decent team, but not but you don't want to. But you want to give the rookies a go as well.
Yeah, definitely.
So
oh, so Souths have actually made a change. They have. So this is a new side. One, it's not too big. 1, Luka Moscow. 2, Thomas Mendonca. 3, Jai Collins, the captain. 4, myself as the goal kicker and playmaker. 1. 5, Jai McCartney is the P2. He's a rookie as lock / halves. Lennox Prakash at 6. Aaron O'Keefe at 7. Vigo Rasmussen at 8. Jordan Williams at 9.
Once again, that's another good team. They've got a lot of good experience. I think only rookie in there is
McCartney.
That's a very good team.
And I think they've also played Moscow. Moscow's not a rookie, but he wasn't inactive. He was a free agent. He
Now,
he didn't want to go to the Raiders. I heard.
What I'm surprised about, and it's nothing against you, Liam, but I'm wondering why they didn't have Chaz Dingo come in, possibly at the number 1.
Dingo's second position is at centre, whereas Liam can play fullback and half. So I think he's a little bit
versatile.
Yeah.
That's better to have because I can come in and play either of those positions. But then again, how are we going to switch the side around to get everyone around again? So I think I'll probably only have to play halves.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard because you're only restricted to your 9 players to pick sort of thing, I think.
Yeah.
You got to pick a good balance, and I think the top teams will do that. So yeah. Who's next?
Only a positional change for the Panthers from last week. We moved Markley into the number 7 rather than number 9 hooker role.
Yeah.
Number 7 is hooker. Yeah.
Yeah, that was about it.
They got 3 internationals there in Kennedy, Thorne, and Martin.
Yeah. Can you guys believe that Sonny Tyre is the second highest overall for the Panthers?
Yeah, Tyre. Is he an inactive or he upgraded?
He's inactive, but But his build's not that good. That's what kills him. His build's not very good, and we've seen in Origin. He was picked for Origin 1.
He struggled in Origin a lot.
Yep. And that's why they dropped him in favour of myself in game 2.
Yeah.
Because a lot of his points is in tackle break. He has probably one of the highest tackle breaks alongside Kennedy.
He has a big boot too. You know what surprises me? His big boot. He's got a crap kicking game.
Yeah.
But his boot is the biggest in the comp or something.
I was having a look at stuff like this, and just an example, I've got a 71 agility, but all of that's in dive collect. I've got basically nothing in sidestep. The distribution is a little weird.
What for Tyre? You saying?
Pardon?
Or yourself?
Oh, for me, if you have a look, I've got a 71 agility, but then only like a 49 sidestep because all of my points has gone into a 90 dive collect.
Yeah, that's what's a not very good pick to do that because if you're gonna be playing fullback, you should be doing the sidestep as your number 1. That's what all our players do because it just helps you so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do at the moment, just trying to get that sidestep up.
Yeah, but it's only like a +2 every week, so if you did that for the whole year, it's 21 points, but plus finals 25 points. That's only up to a 75 when mine's like a 86 or some crap.
Yeah.
And mine started in 80.
Some of these nines teams look really good though.
Yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good way to start off the season. So, is it Manly next we're going to talk about?
Yeah, Manly.
All right. So they've got their big recruit in their side in Sam Herman, obviously coming from that Storm system. He's number 1. Michael Crimp is at number 2. The captain is in number 3, and Kane Chapman Kenny.
Yeah.
4 is Kyle Lewis, and he's the goal kicker and playmaker 1. 5,
Wow.
Isaac Clutch, he's playmaker 2. So a couple of rookies as their playmakers, I believe.
Yeah,
Right?
that's going to hurt them.
Yeah.
It could be tough. I think they could have taken someone experienced, like probably a McKinney would have been good. I think.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Definitely.
The captain actually did talk to me though. He talked to me. He told me that the reason he told me because I think I said apparently wrong or something. He basically said it's because he wants to give the rookies a go.
Yeah,
he wants to give given a competition. It's really a competition to see which one battles it out and which one's better. And and then one of them will start with we'll play with McKinney. That's what
the focus for winning the Knights then. But yeah, number 6 is Matthew Harris. He's the vice captain. 7 is the man who maybe is on the outer Manly, Ash Crutcher. 8, Daniel Punch, and 9, Albie Akarangi. So yeah, I don't know if they're super focused on actually winning the Nines as opposed to some of those teams.
They're not winning. They're not trying to try and win the Nines. I don't think.
Yeah, they're just trying to give those rookies some experience and see because they don't have they don't have people to fill positions. They're trying to see which rookie is going to be the best choice for those positions throughout the year.
Is there a prize for winning the Nines or anything, or like any upgrade to a team?
I don't know. That would just be unless it's like I feel like though if it was someone. I feel like it was like Souths that won it. They wouldn't give it to us, but it was like the Warriors or something. They'd give them it, or some team like that's not as good that needs some help. They'd give it to them. But it was the Rabbitohs. I don't think they're giving Rabbitohs extra upgrades.
Yeah.
Well, what is it like? A bit more about the Nines tomorrow because the draw for that gets released. I think tomorrow.
Yeah, we should have done this tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's Saturday, so
Have to talk about it next week.
Okay, so I think it's the Cowboys next.
Yep.
So in the one they've got Cherry Evans.
Okay.
The off-season recruit, and then number 2 is also another off-season recruit from the Rabbitohs, Kurt Moore. 3 is Zach Smith, and then number 4. This is probably one of the biggest talking points of the Nines. How is Will Kay going to go? He's in the 4. He's their playmaker 1 and their goal kicker, and then they've got their season 1 half who's re-signed with the club in Rohan Joel, 5 playmaker 2. 6 is Callum Irwin. 7 Declan Murphy. 8 is their captain in Jamal Kalasaku. And 9 is Robbo Mobiston. So
Kasako will get the captaincy. I'm pretty happy with that. He's a pretty good player.
Yeah, he's the vice captain for the Cowboys this season. I think last season.
He deserves that. Yeah. He was very good at his job. He was actually behind Luke. He was the next most active Cowboys player.
Yeah. What do we think of this team?
I think it's a goodish team.
I think they're another team that's not so focused on winning the Nines, just blooding a few rookies. But it's solid. They'll go around.
I'm really excited to watch this team because I loved watching Will Kay during the rookie trials. Even though we were on opposing teams, he's just somebody that I knew you're going to have to look out for. So I'm really going to be watching all of the Cowboys games this season.
Yeah. Them the Panthers. Obviously, they got the 2 top rookies in Butterfield and Kay. I think they're going to be the teams you're really going to look out for.
Yeah. So, and then Rabbitohs will be a team to watch as well, definitely.
Yeah. They've made some good signings, so
it's going to be a good season.
Yeah.
But, this team, they've got. I think their main experience here would be Kawal and Kalazaku, and they got a few. They got a few season 1 players playing there, but it's a good team.
Smith, it's season 1. I think he was their half. He got some game time in the number 7 role late in the season. He was okay at his job, but he didn't really impress too much.
He's triple threat. He's got 3 positions, so good having him.
Very valuable.
It's not that because there's only Bo Sadler and Bo Sadler definitely got it, and
Zach Smith,
Zach Smith,
He's a very massive,
very versatile utility option. So as we go on, we got this is Comish posted this one, but this is the Warriors team. So they've got Jackson Cutler, Jay Ems, Damian Moana, one of the better fullbacks in the league in Chance Bunce. He's the captain, playmaker.
He's the halves.
Yeah, he's playing halves.
Their playmaker 2 is Tila Maxwell, I think. And then
Maxwell.
They got Joshua Sully Ruka, Patrick Corcoran, David Barnett, and Daniel Lengo. So once again, they've probably got they've got quite a few rookies there as well, but they're led by talent. I like that a lot.
This is another team that I really want to watch because Sully Ruka play. Did he play in the World 11s versus?
I don't know.
I believe he did, but I could be wrong.
I think he did, yeah.
Yeah.
Some experience here. David Garner, Patrick Corcoran. Yeah.
But also, Damien Moana, I think, was one of the better picks in the comp, in the draft. Sorry. Yeah. He topped for tackle breaks, and I think he would have been up there for meters gained. He had a wonderful rookie game. I was really surprised seeing him get picked in the second round, I believe. I was really surprised in that.
Where was he picked? Let's see this real quickly. League content, let's see.
I believe it was second round. Could be wrong.
Let's check the first. No, he's picked number 9 overall.
Number 9?
Yep, I think he's better than... He's a better pick than Abraham Walker, in my opinion. That was picked number 5. Number oh my god, I don't get...
No. Moana.
Moana. No, Moana's on
Moana, sorry.
Yeah, he's second round.
Moana was second round.
Yeah, Moana was early second round. Yeah.
I think that's... Moana. I think that's fair for him. But yeah, there's a lot of rookies which look really exciting to watch. It's going to be very good season too.
For the broadcasting team, Moana was one of the ones that really stood out post rookie trials. So
I was just really surprised with him getting picked second round. I would have thought.
But I have heard that the draft though was. I don't want to get people mad, but the draft was done before the rookie trials.
Was it actually recorded as well? Or was
one round was done, but 1 round was done before the rookie trials. So
was it?
Yep.
Wow, that's big because I mean, most.
I don't. It has to come out at some point. I don't want it. I didn't want to hold back.
Well, that explains a lot. Then that probably explains why. Because Tara obviously they picked Abraham Walker over Will Kay, which is probably not the smartest idea because they need a halfback.
But Will Kay was probably the best option at the outset, though.
Yeah, true. I don't know. That explains a lot. Then.
Now I'm really surprised with my draft result because I didn't really think that. Besides my rookie game, I didn't think I was all that big of a pick. I'm surprised.
Yeah. Well, you were the first rookie pick, so that's impressive. Yeah.
I thought that was just because of the rookie game.
Yeah.
Okay.
That does explain why Will Kay was picked with the number 6 overall pick.
Yeah, it does.
Because they didn't see enough out of Will Kay to pick him over number 3 overall.
Well, that would most rookies, to be honest. You just got to kind of pick one like they do. So
I don't think they could pass on Cherry Evans.
No, Cherry Evans. I mean,
you can't
go for the ones that have you've seen before. So the draft went well actually. I liked how they did it. So job Comish and Jordan and Lachlan, they were the ones that did draft. So
yeah, good job on them.
Now with these team lists for the Nines, we talked about the Broncos, I think.
Yeah, we did. Yes, we did.
And then
it does have an edit.
Yeah, it
what
does.
Was the edit there?
That was just coming in.
It was plays playing 5'8". He's going to play 5 role, and Atchison's 7 now because of the trade. So they don't have Robinson anymore. Robinson was going to play.
Okay. Yep. And
that's why I need to edit it.
Last one released was Rahul released it. Looks like it was edited yesterday because of that. Robinson, Atchison trade done midweek. But
Yeah.
yeah, so their team, they've got at the back Mahan, he's the captain and the goal kicker.
He's
Number
picked
two-
9 players. He's picked 8 players actually.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I don't know what's happened here. I don't know who their ninth player is, but number 2 is Tyler Weston, 3 Joseph Black, 4 Jack O'Neill, 5 Hayden Yates, 6 Samuel Robinson, 8 Samuel Lillard, and 9 Tarangiu.
Fehu, yeah. I thought you said it Tehu or something. I don't know.
I don't know.
That's how Common said it.
It's an interesting team. This one, I think it's one of the better ones. They've got a few rookies there in Western, Black and Lillard, but they've got a fair bit of experience too. So obviously the captain of the club, Rahul Kawal, he's leaving himself out for this. But it's still a good team. They've got Iron, Yates, O'Neill, Robinson, Tarangi, Fetu. It's a good team. I like it a lot.
Hold up.
Just don't know who their ninth player is.
Yeah,
to include him.
I've been talking with Weston past week or so, and when I heard he was going to be playing in wing position this year, I was really surprised because I thought he was one of the better halves in the rookie game. Had a couple mishaps, which a couple weren't his fault, but I was surprised when he got moved to the wing. Not surprised he's in the 9 side because he once again, he was one of the better rookies in that game, in my opinion, in my objective opinion.
Yeah, who are the Raiders going to play in their halves for the season? You think it'd be O'Neill Yates, wouldn't it? That's what they'll go with.
There's no way. I honestly, as much as you love Weston, I just can't see him taking any of those two's role.
Yeah,
you got to have experience.
Yeah,
O'Neill played his first starting game in the semi-finals, and he did amazing in that role. He kicked 240 20s, and Yates is an Australian international in the halves.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Well, it probably shouldn't be, but he's a very good player.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went with O'Neill Thompson.
No.
Luke Thompson, he's from Manly, isn't he? He came over from
They have too many halves, don't they, though? They have way too many.
They have a lot of halves.
I haven't seen much of Thompson. Does he play well?
I like him, but personally, they have way too many halves, I said, and it's just so hard to pick a rookie and someone like that over an Australian international and someone who's like Jack O'Neill.
Potential trade they could do is actually release one of those halves and give one to Para, maybe just a rookie or something, because they really need a halfback and they could get a prop in exchange. I don't know.
Yeah. Maybe they should do something like that. Yeah, maybe Rahul should get onto that or something because Parramatta need a half.
Rahul, if you want a prop, maybe talk to Parramatta. I think they've got quite a few. And same with you, Kobe. If you want a half, Brady's got quite a lot as well. So
they benefit each other perfectly there. They can help each other out there.
Yeah.
So that's all the Nines teams. I think we went through them pretty well. It's going to be good, the Nines. Yeah.
Yeah. Now we've got player overalls.
I think this was released on Wednesday, I think. So this just shows everyone's stats for like their overall and all their stats and positions you can upgrade and stuff. So quite interesting. Any points out of that you guys reckon?
Well, having a look at a spreadsheet made by James Thorne, Broncos have a very consistent, they have a very high average of 62, but that is because they've got a very consistent overall compared to people like the Warriors and Rabbitohs, where their highest is 68, 67, compared to the Broncos 64.
Yep.
And
look at teams like the Warriors and the Eels. They've got a few outliers in the overalls. So
so do the Rabbitohs. But the second overall for the Rabbitohs second overall tops the first overall for Broncos. Same with Eels.
What do you guys think is more important, having a heap of consistency in the overall, or just having one player?
It depends where
consistency.
It depends where your highest overall is. I think is Isaac Simeon's the second highest overall for Parramatta? No, Simeon's is third. So I had to say, but it's Kobe Johnston. It depends where they are. If they're a spine player, if they're two spine players, then maybe maybe it's better. But if they're not, then probably not.
Yeah.
If it's two forwards and like one like center, two centers or some crap like that, no way.
Yeah. I think consistency is very good for a rating, depending on what your average rating is. Like if it's in the 61s, consistency you're probably not going to want to worry about. You're probably going to try to get your highest rated players to try to make a play out of nothing.
Yeah.
But in those teams that have an average of 62 or higher, consistency in your ratings is what you want. Because going up against the Broncos, you're either going to want to get your best players to make something brilliant, or you're gone. It's going to be very hard to beat a very consistent team.
I feel like that's what South lacked last year, but I feel like what they've done is they've stacked their highest overalls all over the field, so they've got all the resources to come to beat the Broncos. They've got a really good fullback, really good halves pairing now. Now they've got a really good second row to use as well, and then they've got a really good lock. They've got a really some good winners, and then they got some really good depth. A good hooker as well. They're going to be hard to stop to not beat the Broncos.
Broncos out. I think that's the game everyone's looking to.
Yeah, that's going to be the game of the season, 100%. Because you got Broncos minor premiers, very consistent team, didn't pick up many rookies.
South finished third and
so finished third, but they've also picked up two people who were captains.
Well, they got the highest player and the MVP.
That was very controversial though. I've heard that people not very happy with that. They're not happy that they can leave it. That they can't. They're like basically saying, "Well, we can't leave our teams. We should stay at our own teams."
Obviously, it's going to make the comp a lot less in terms of like playability spread across the teams. But it could make it a bit more interesting as well. So
yeah.
The question is, so captains last year they got what was it? Was it plus 20 or something to start off with? What was the
plus 20? Plus 20.
Is the same thing going to happen this year with new captains?
Vice captains. Hearing though is going to get vice captains is actually going to get some points, and that gives me and Chaz Dingo some extra points because we're both vice captains.
Yeah, and
that's going to kill.
I don't think that's quite fair. I think only one should get that.
If I was
oh man, me and Dingo finds a split. We've just told each other we can split if we want, if we have to.
Right. Yeah. Well, you're not the only club that's got two vice captains.
Panthers got two.
I think Panthers have got two as well. Yeah.
So as long as they're splitting it or making it equal, I don't think you can have some teams getting double.
Yeah. That's quite unfair because then every team would make two vice captains.
I think it's a little unfair to give last year's captains a plus 20, but any new captains coming through just don't get a bonus. Because eventually you're just going to have one team, a couple of teams that don't have their original captains like the Cowboys and the Seagulls have right now. And that's going to hurt them because then their ratings are going to be affected majorly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I noticed was all the inactives for season 1 they're gone. They're not playing anymore. So, if you look at that list, is there anyone notable for you guys on that list that's going?
I wasn't here first season, so I don't know a lot of these people.
A lot of them don't, they're not big names in the SRL. I mean, they've probably all had their highlight moments, but I don't think there's a lot we're losing there. So
For what, the 10 people that left?
Oh yeah, the inactives. So yeah. But yeah, shout out to any of the inactives. Try and get back on. We want as many players as possible. So
it doesn't. Yeah. We're not gonna hurt you. We're not gonna have a laugh at you for being inactive. Just come back.
Yep. I've been trying to get Curdy Coyer back on because he's quite active in a fantasy server with the NFL fantasy, but can't quite convince him. So
let's get him Monday morning. Attack him Monday morning.
Yeah, we should. But I don't think any of them. They're not massive losses if they go.
Yeah. If we got enough inactives, do you think Commish would add another team? Like, let's say
have a whole team of inactives. You can't really have a whole team of inactives, but there is enough there to make probably close enough to 2 teams. So yeah, because if you have a whole team of inactives, then you're going to get any players from the other clubs that want to come across.
It's all about attractability, and that's what the Cowboys like.
And you want to play for them, I don't think that there's any incentive to actually go across.
Yeah. Like looking at the Cowboys, like most of the people that are Broncos are like Broncos fans if they're from Queensland, so it really hurts the Cowboys massively. Yeah. And even with myself at the Cowboys, it hurts us massively not being able to attract anyone, and that even hurts them more now that I'm gone. So an incentive to come is because I'm there, but now I'm not. It's like,
and also something interesting is looks like you can also retire because there's a retired club, not that anyone has. But yeah, so I don't know how that'll work. I think we've all got quite a few years of playing yet. So yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how long you have to be playing for. Maybe there's going to be like once you've played like certain amount of seasons, you have to retire.
Oh, so yeah, that'd be kind of deflating, wouldn't it? Because if you play, let's say most players play 10 to 15 years, right? If you play 15 seasons of this and you have to retire, then
what happens?
I wouldn't like that. I don't know.
Maybe I've got an idea. Maybe a player stays in the SRL somewhere. They go somewhere like the coaching system. They become a coach of an SRL team.
Coaches work? How
the coaches would be like, I've heard on like some other simulation leagues, there's just like the coaches all have have a voice court, and they could literally each week talk about, or like a channel, what they think's a good idea and what they could do to get better.
Yeah.
And it's like sort of that sort of thing.
Another thing Commish should do is stop, like, once we get to a certain overall, try and maybe stop us upgrading permanently for a bit. So say if we got to 90 and then you're still getting heaps of rookies who are 60s, and it's obvious which one's going to go well or which one's going to go better. So,
well, the good thing about like the rugby league live upgrading thing is it is so hard to keep upgrading after you hit that 80, 90 overall anyway. That like people that are early 60 rookies are going to get up quite quickly in comparison to players that are a lot higher up.
Yeah,
so, I mean, it's going to be like a 30 overall difference, and then you got to have like they're probably going to have the minor league by the stage where everyone's up there. So.
Yeah. Well, Ash was suggesting yesterday or the other day that we could do like a reserve grade, but we'd have to get a lot. We'd have to basically double again to be able to do that. So we'd have to get.
He said maybe like there's two rookie teams, like teams that don't get picked for like two teams that don't get picked each week. Play on 2 teams, get relegated to a different minor team where it's like only 2 teams though, and each week they play each other, and they see who gets better, and they each and the captains can watch each other and see who they should pick if they should pick someone down, send someone down to reserve grade from the active team, and then play a rookie or something that's improving rapidly, something like that.
Well, if you guys, do you think Rugby League Live 5 will be coming out soon?
I hope so, because this game is shit. This game is shit.
What do you guys think would happen to the SRL then? Would it stick with Rugby League Live 4? Or
Live 5 with fucking sure.
That would be very
sure.
I've heard
Commish
Hopefully,
told-
it would move to
Yeah.
5.
Commish told me on a captain's meet or something. I pretty much know everything I could. But he said once R5 comes out, we'll be getting moving to Live 5, unless it's absolutely dog crap.
Do you think he'll reset everything, or do you think it's like a way we could transfer all of the data for each of the players onto that?
That would be
He'll probably
hard.
have to.
He'll probably have to do it manually, but let's
It'll
hope we
probably
don't
be
get
a
too
long
many
off
players.
season.
Yeah.
What he might actually get a few helpers. You know, the development
Yeah.
team. They help everything to do their work.
I could help him.
Yeah, I think
Get those insights.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I tried to get in. I was like, I think I'm just a little involved with everything, so maybe I should not be involved with that again.
One thing that just came to mind that we might want to address is a new player joining. What's his name again? What's his name? That YouTuber.
NRL Vids 090. Lorenzo Vids. I've actually talked to him on and if anyone knows NFA Late Show, I've been on that the last couple of weeks, and
Nick
so
from Australia.
yeah, with Nick from Australia, I've been on that the last couple of weeks. Lorenzo probably doesn't know that I'm the same person, but who knows?
Yeah,
But, yeah.
I don't think he's super active, but it would be cool to have some YouTubers, you know, promoted around a bit. I mean, I know you're one, Liam, and we've got a few others like Dingo. But,
Dingo and Jai are basically the only active YouTubers except for me and SL. Then those are the only active YouTubers on
Well, you
Discord.
got the
really.
SRL channel as well. It's pretty big.
Yeah, pretty big. Yeah, pretty big. Well, how big is that? Yeah, let's just check the sub count. I think it's like 100, close to 100.
it's over 100 now.
Is it over 100? Right.
Yeah, it just got there in the off season.
Oh, yeah, it did too.
116.
116. Oh.
Pretty good. I think we could get 200 by...
My channel's not very big at all. I've got 37. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think if we could get like Jai and Dingo, because they're probably the big YouTubers that are involved with the SRL. They got around 600 subscribers, I think.
Jai's got around 400. Dingo's got around 600.
I don't know if they promote on their channel, but if they did, that could really up the viewership and get more players.
And National Sports Loaded as well. I call him NSL, but he's tried to promote it a couple of times in his YouTube channel, which is good. But he's not. But he's only like 157 subs, so it's not really that much of a boost, is it?
Yeah, might actually talk to Dingo and Jai about some promotion on their channels, because the NRL season's going to be finished next week with the grand final. So
SRL starts at perfect time though, doesn't it? So I think it's the grand final week, and then it's SRL 9s. As soon as that's over, SRL 9s is on.
Yeah.
How good.
The day after.
Yep.
I know it's a bit of out of topic, but I'm probably not going to say it because it's too out of topic for me. But it's too out of topic.
Okay.
I was going to say something about COVID, but I'm not going to.
Do we need to wrap it up?
Yeah, probably wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Well, it's been a great episode, guys. Really enjoyed coming on.
Yeah.
Be keen to come on in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, hope you can come on next week or whatever.
Yeah, probably back here because it's still school holidays. So
yeah.
All right.
Yep. All right.
Good to see you, Jordan and Josh. So yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
This has been SRL 180. Have a good night.